It stinks to work out, eat healthily, and not be able to put on the muscle you thought you would. You might exercise every day, lift weights until you're blue in the face, and adhere to the greatest diet and fitness regimen known to man, but without enough nutrients, you won't achieve your goals. In this video, we will take a look at the 10 most common reasons why you can't build muscle mass and how to fix them so you can pack on muscle. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Number 10. Not getting enough sleep. One of the most important aspects of a biological system that is healthy and operating is sleep. A sufficient amount of high-quality sleep is essential to promote recovery. Begin the process of developing muscles, and recuperate from mental exhaustion brought on by typical daytime activities. Since sleep is when human growth hormone is produced at its peak levels, if you're not receiving enough good sleep, it's likely that you're not making the gains you should be. Sleep is absolutely essential for the process of gaining and repairing muscle, and training every day puts your body and muscles in a constant state of active recovery. Additionally, there is a direct connection between little sleep and high cortisol levels. Why does this matter? Cortisol destroys muscle tissue, which is the exact opposite of what you want if you already struggle to grow muscle. Number 9. Training inconsistency. You're not acquiring the lean muscle mass you want for a number of reasons, one of which is that your exercise routine is inconsistent. Instead of setting out to work out 6 days a week for an hour each time, start with a more attainable goal like going 2 to 4 days per week, and work your way up from there. I advise all of my customers to provide every aspect of their daily training at least 80% of their effort. What can you do to ensure that you don't lose muscle? Extra effort. Nothing worthwhile ever came easily, and your muscle won't either. Don't devote 80% of your lifestyle to training and only 40% to it. Increase that proportion over time by working harder, and you'll notice gains in strength, size, and lean muscle mass. Number 8. Undereating. The hardest thing to develop and possibly the hardest to keep up is muscle mass. Accumulating muscle is the exact opposite of gaining fat, which is simple. Unbelievably, you will need to eat, probably more than you have been, in order to gain that hard-earned muscle. Does that imply that you should order a gallon of ice cream and a ham pizza? No, it doesn't. Does it entail eating 2 cups of vegetables at each meal and consuming enough protein, carbohydrates, and fat to create a slight surplus that will provide your body the energy it needs to build muscle? It does, indeed. It is feasible to gain muscle without gaining too much fat, but not by eating junk food. To maximize your nutrition, include the greatest vegetables for muscle growth in your diet. Number 7. You're not eating the right foods. In general, if you consume too many calories each day and exercise regularly, you'll gain weight. However, if you're not consuming the appropriate things, you run the risk of restricting your potential, gaining too much body fat, and failing to build enough lean muscle. The ideal approach to organize your food for muscle growth is to divide it into various protein, carb, fat ratios. The optimal ratio for muscular building is possibly 30-50/20. This indicates that protein makes up 30% of your total calorie intake, followed by carbohydrates at 50% and fats at 20%. Number 6. Drinking alcohol. A large, bulky bro is the cheapest type of date. Do you understand the reason? You won't want to drink alcohol if you're serious about gaining high-quality muscle growth because doing so will jeopardize your hard-earned gains. Alcohol dehydrates the body, calms the neurological system, suppresses immunological response, and even disrupts the mTOR protein synthesis pathway. There are many more scientific reasons to stay away from it, but in essence, skip the beverages and choose an alcohol-free night out with the guys. If you plan to have a few cocktails, make sure you refuel with the right vitamins, such B vitamins, before bed to ease the effects of a hangover. Number 5. Not drinking enough water. When you don't drink enough water, your muscles are deprived of their full potential. When you don't drink enough water during the day, your capacity to grow muscle diminishes along with your mental and physical capacities. 1 gallon of water every day is what we advise. To help with this, I typically advise my clients to drink 2 cups of water with each meal and snack. At that rate, you just need a few more cups to get to that gallon each day. Added advice? To avoid having to get up 3 times at night to pee, drink your water early in the day. Number 4. Overestimating protein intake. In general, people don't consume enough protein. When they quit exercising, they don't eat enough to keep their muscle mass, and they most certainly don't eat enough to add muscle mass. In my experience as a nutrition coach, people frequently overestimate their daily intake of protein. which means they believe they are getting much more than they actually are. Number 3. You don't eat enough carbohydrates. Protein is given the spotlight when it comes to muscle growth. However, you'll need to increase the amount of carbohydrates in your diet if you're not building muscle mass. Numerous Instagram gurus and fitness fanatics will tell you that you should limit carbs or reduce your carb intake in order to gain muscle and obtain the body you've always wanted, but the truth is exactly the contrary. Your body needs nutrition for high intensity and resistance training, and carbs are that fuel. Low glycogen levels brought on by a low-carb diet would have a detrimental effect on your athletic performance and outcomes. For post-workout nutrition, obtaining the right and sufficient levels of glycogen from carbohydrates and vital amino acids from protein is important in order to refill and start the repair process, which will help you train more effectively and add more muscle mass. Number 2. Not working out enough. Returning to the consistency issue, if you're overeating and under-exercising, oh no, you're in trouble. While we don't have a set advice for how often or how long you should work out, we do suggest giving each muscle group the time and attention it needs to grow at least twice a week, with a variety of workloads from training session to training session. This entails paying attention to your body's needs, putting forth constant effort, and maintaining a regular gym schedule. Aim for 4 to 5 days a week, include some HIIT and lift weights that are difficult for you to properly tap into your muscle building potential. Number 1. Not lifting heavy enough. The skeletal muscles are put under a lot of tension and pressure, which forces them to expand. Nobody loves the man who walks into the gym, puts up the 100-pound dumbbells, and then gets stuck halfway up his first press. Gradually increasing the burden as you get stronger is the key. Don't be that person, but also refrain from picking up baby weights and avoiding heavy weights. Fast-twitch muscle fibers are stimulated by intense weightlifting and develop as a result. Don't stress about how quickly you gain muscle. Instead, concentrate on the type of muscle you gain by maintaining a healthy weight and eating a nutritious diet. The results are far better in the long run because the two go hand in hand. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.